Please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Well, it's been a day of frenzied politicking in Karnataka as both the BJP and the Congress JDS combined continue to jockey for power. Joining us on the show, Additional Solicitor General Vishwadit Bhattacharya, Supreme Court lawyer Virag Gupta, BJP spokesperson Syed Zafar Islam, Jaiveer Shergill of the Congress Party, JDS spokesperson Syed Mohammad Altaf, and Network 18's DP Satish. Also joining us now from the United States, Milan Vaishnav, Director and Senior Fellow at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. Milan, appreciate you joining us here on the show. We've got the politicians slugging it out, claiming that they deserve to be invited by the government to stake claim to form government in Karnataka. You know, that's going to play itself out over the next few days. But Milan, for you, what does the battle for Karnataka truly mean? You know, what does it mean for national politics? What does it mean for the upcoming state elections, which are crucial both for the BJP as well as for the Congress Party?
Well, I think it means a great deal, Shireen. This is not just an important election for the Congress Party. Some have argued that this is an existential one. This is really the last major state, the major economy that the Congress Party has a hold over. If it were to lose and not be able to form the government, this would be a blow symbolically for the party. It would reduce the party to what Modi and Amit Shah have said, a triple P party, a Punjab, Pondicherry, and Parivar. It would be a material blow to the party in the sense that it will struggle to develop the resources, the networks to contest the general election, and it will also be a substantive blow, I think, for the party. The cadre, it would be demoralized. This would be an embarrassment for the party president, Rahul Gandhi, who has been all in. I mean, the Congress Party has committed everything to this election, getting Sonia Gandhi back on the campaign trail. Even the usually quiet Manmohan Singh has showed up in this election in a big way. So I think the stakes are very high.
Let me get the Congress spokesperson to respond to that. Jaiveer Shergill, Milan Vaishnav there of Carnegie, saying that this is an existential crisis, so to speak, for the Congress Party. If you lose Karnataka, you will be reduced to what the Prime Minister calls is the PPP party, Punjab, Puducherry and Parivar. You know, is that why you have decided to offer unconditional support to the JDS? Is that why you've decided to sideline your own Chief Minister Siddaramaiah? There are rumors coming in that even your own party MLAs like Mr. Shivakumar, etc., are not particularly happy. I don't know if that's the truth or not. As I said, that these are rumors, but you know, is Karnataka really, in that sense, the litmus test for the Congress to continue to be relevant as a national party?
Well, with due respect, I partially agree with him and I partially disagree with him. And I'll start with the disagreement part. When he says that existential crisis, I think the roots of the party are very strong. We are a 133-year-old party. Not to be shaken by the winds of a Karnataka election or something. Yes, we have seen our lowest ebb of coming down to 44. We have seen certain worse times, but we have equally given a good fight. Where I partially agree with him, yes, definitely there is no shying away from the fact that any decision of defeat or a victory has an impact on the morale of the cadre. And I think today we have sent a larger message that this is not going to be a free run for the BJP in 2019 either. Congress is fighting, Congress is moving swiftly. We were battle bruised in Goa and Manipur. We were accused of being lethargic. We have learned once bitten, twice shy. This time we moved around swiftly. You had Prime Minister Modi. I can switch it was about Brand Modi. He did 21 rallies. He jumped his figure for 15 to 21. Mr. Rahul Gandhi did his 15 rallies. So did Prime Minister Modi. The entire campaign, the name Yediyurappa was missing. People were confused, is the Prime Minister contesting for the Chief Minister post of Karnataka or not? Having said that, I think the larger message from here is going that there will be different permutations and combination. The team Modi Shah and Mr. Modi and Amit Shah is not unbeatable. We proved it in Gujarat, whether Punjab, Goa, Manipur, Bihar. We are in for a fight and we will not take it lying down very easily. That's the larger message which has gone out.
Okay. won't take it lying down, but the fact of the matter is that you're not in power in those states, and the battle for Karnataka could go either way, at least at this point in time. But Milan, let me come back to you. We talked about what this election means for the Congress party, but what does it mean for the BJP? It seems fairly clear, and that is what most trackers of this election have suggested, that things did take a turn for the BJP once the Prime Minister hit the ground. Whether it was 21 rallies, the relentless campaign that he led from the front in Karnataka certainly seemed to have benefited the fortunes of the Bharatiya Janata Party. But from here on, there is also now this scenario building up of a united opposition. You've got Mamata Banerjee, you've got other states and regional leaders, the TRS, the TDP, now saying that, look, we must all come together to stop the BJP juggernaut. Do you believe that the Karnataka election has, in a sense, cemented the opposition, has brought the opposition closer together?
So let me just quickly comment on what my friend said. I totally agree that Congress has not been lethargic, and I think that's been a big surprise. We saw go on Manipur. They were very slow off the get-go, and here they've surprised even the BJP with how swiftly they've moved. In terms of your question on the Modi magic, there's no question that his late campaigning, the 21-odd rallies he participated in and led, had an impact. I think we can discern that from the dynamics we've seen on the ground. Now, that has a plus and a minus. The plus side is 4 years into his government, he remains so popular, so charismatic, has so much of a connection with the Aam Aadmi that he's able to rally the troops. We saw this in Gujarat as well, where the BJP was very nervous heading into that election. Narendra Modi barnstormed the state from left to right, and the BJP prevailed. The downside to this is, if the Prime Minister's popularity ebbs and declines, then the party is in a very precarious position, because they have put all of their eggs into this one basket. Now, it is something that is working for them now, but there's no guarantee that this is going to work for them in the future. And I think this movement towards the centralization of power, of authority, away from powerful chief ministerial or state-level figures, does have a downside potential for the BJP.
Okay, and my point on on a united opposition in light of the developments that we've seen in Karnataka.
Look, I mean, I think the record is very clear where the opposition has been able to withstand the BJP onslaught. Has been in Bihar 2015 when you had a grand alliance, has been in the recent UP by-elections when you had the Samajwadi Party and the BSP come together. Again, we're seeing, we would be having a very different conversation right now, Shireen, if the JDS and the Congress had tied up in a pre-poll alliance. But the fact that they're coming together post-poll, I think, creates another model. And I think the opposition is learning. And the way to think about this is not in terms of some national federal front or third front. It really is going state by state and seeing where the coalitions are. And that's going to require the Congress to subordinate its own position, its own ego, in the service of a larger good.
Zafar Islam, is that going to be a challenge now? We're already seeing the possibility of that play out in UP with the SP and the BSP coming together, the possibility of the Congress joining that two-way alliance as well. That is a question mark at this point in time. Is that going to be a crucial challenge now for the BJP going forward as we get into the upcoming state elections and then, of course, 2019?
Well, as far as BJP is concerned and our approach to every election, Shireen, every election we consider as a tough election. We are not like any other party. We put all our resources, we put all our sincerity, and we fight with full our force, purely because we think that every election is important for us. Whether it's a 2019 election, whether it's another state election, whether it's a by-election, every election we'll fight with sincerity, with the support, because we get the support of people of this country.
No, but
do
you're
enjoy
fighting
the
state
support of the people of this
elections.
country,
You're
and more
fighting state
importantly-
elections with a national discourse, with a national narrative. Even in Karnataka, it was not about the state leadership. It was not about the state's issues. It was about Prime Minister Modi. It was about what he delivers at the center. Is that not going to be a challenge for you when you're up against strong opposition and strong regional leaders?
See, Shireen, it only brings credibility to the people of this country that what we have been able to deliver in the last 4 years, and in other states what we have been able to deliver since we have been given the opportunity by the people of this country, and how we have served them. That it becomes a issue, that becomes something for us to sell to the people of this country. In whichever election we go, that becomes our template, because two things, which is very important. First, in the last 4 years, the achievement of central government and the admiration what the Honorable Prime Minister enjoy of the people of this country. Clearly, that is something which is very, very important for us. And it is even in this Karnataka election, everyone noticed, even in the opposition parties, as soon as the Honorable Prime Minister had hit the ground in Karnataka, the entire dynamics had changed. So that is something which the opposition will have to live with it, that the Honorable Prime Minister is the most popular leader, and the kind of governance model he has given in the last 4 years, something which people of India has definitely acknowledged it and understand that this is the only party which can deliver to the satisfaction of the people of this country.
Okay, let me get in a quick word before I get to the other panelists who want to respond to what they heard from both Milan as well as Zafar. Altaf, you know, we are given to understand that Mamata Banerjee spoke with Mr. Deve Gowda, that other regional leaders also reached out to Mr. Deve Gowda to try and ensure that this struck between the Congress and the JDS does come through, does stick. Is that accurate?
Well, Srimati Mamata Banerjee has spoken to Deve Gowda ji, and all the maximum the secular parties have spoken to Deve Gowda ji. They've been speaking since the verdict have come, and before that also Chandrababu Naidu, Chandrasekhar Rao, Mayawati is in alliance with us. All these secular parties are alliance with us, and we have been they have spoken to Deve Gowda ji regarding the Karnataka elections, as well as talking about the Prime Minister Modi's impact on the Karnataka state. Well, I would like to say that the Prime Minister Modi has the popularity, what he speaks about in Karnataka elections. No doubt the number has 104. They've got 104 members elected. Well, the percentage, if you see that, the Congress has more percentage than the BJP. Well, in the numbers, yes, it matters a lot.
Yes,
but if you see,
but there has been an improvement for the BJP in both its vote share as well as its seat tally. So let's not take credit away from what they've been able to deliver on the ground. They may not have got to the halfway mark, but they have seen an improvement in both the vote share as well as the seat tally. But Javid, I'll come back to you. But Milan, we are coming to the close of the show. And again, people are trying to extrapolate what the Karnataka verdict will mean for 2019. We've got big state elections coming up. The BJP would have you believe that 2019 is a foregone conclusion, that it's a done and dusted deal in favor of the BJP. What's your reading?
My reading is where we are today, there's no question that the BJP is a favorite to come back to power. Maybe not at the single party majority status they had in 2014, but certainly in a strong position. But I think we are seeing the outlines of a much more competitive contest for a number of reasons. The economic narrative the BJP was hoping to have into place hasn't materialized. The jobs numbers haven't materialized. We've seen the opposition starting to gain traction. We've seen a much more focused, much more effective and consistent Congress Party President Rahul Gandhi. We've seen the opposition realize that fighting together is their only way of surviving. We've seen some trouble with the BJP allies, both in the TDP and in the Shiv Sena. And we're likely to see others start to jockey for position as well. So I think the political space has opened up to turn what was once a cakewalk, I think, into a contest. And I think the BJP feels that pressure very acutely.
Okay, cakewalk is now turned into a contest. Let me get wrap-up comments from our legal experts to talk about the development that we are waiting to get a confirmation from. Virag, let me start by asking you, as DP was pointing out to us, it's not easy. It's not going to be easy for the BJP, even if it were the party that the governor chooses to invite to form government in Karnataka. Now, basis everything that we've discussed, basis the numbers, the possibility of the Congress and the JDS moving the Supreme Court if the governor were to invite the BJP, what's your own assessment of what could be the determining factors that could decide the way this narrative plays out?
If the governor invites and the matter goes to Supreme Court, the maximum what can happen, Supreme Court direct for the early floor test. But let us go to the root cause. Root cause, you are the business channel and the MLAs are elected after investing some 5 crore rupees legally. Now they are getting the offer of 100 crore rupees. This is the new India. This is the new model of the startup. Now JDS, I don't think that they will lodge formal complaint. Now Vijay Mallya was given vote by all the three parties, Congress, BJP and the JDS. Now, whether these BJP are offering 100 crore rupees or not, after the formation of government, will there be any action, or the common people will understand that politics is the best place to get the return on the investment, wherein after investing legally 5 crore rupees, you can get 100 crore rupees by one bidding. And that's what the highest bid has been given by the BJP as claimed by the JDS. So what action will be taken by the BJP Enforcement Directorate, Income Tax and the CBI on this front?
Well, it certainly isn't the new India that one should be endorsing, and I wish we wouldn't so lightly talk about the possibility of horse trading and money being exchanged in suitcase politics and resort politics. It doesn't speak well for us as a nation or for our politics. But Bishwajit Bhattacharya, what is it that you're going to be watching out for in terms of the governor's decision and what plays out from here on?
You see, governor has given an oath to preserve, protect and defend the Constitution. A governor cannot be seen to be entering political thicket. Now, once two blocks signed by 38 members and 78 members have given a list with names, whether signed or unsigned, and governor still sits over them and ultimately takes a decision one way or the other. And if the matter, you see, too much of waiting will give rise to the speculation that the government, that the governor is perhaps entering into the political
exactly, in a partisan fashion.
Political thicket. The perception may be there. So the governor has to act very, very fast. And he should not give the impression that he is, supporting one group or the other. And if that happens, and if he is convinced that one of the contending claimants can give a stable government, then I think the governor enjoys a full discretion at the end of the day.
Well, that he certainly does. But quick wrap-up comment, DP Satish, who are the key players that we should be watching out for? We just saw images of Congress MLAs being moved into the Eagleton Resort, from both sides, but for the JDS as well as the Congress, who do you see as being the key players now who are going to ensure that this flock sticks together and that they will, in fact, deliver on the promises that they're now making?
Shireen, there is a new joke in Karnataka that JDS is now looking like a new Bengaluru-based startup, which is being owned by two big national corporate houses, BJP and Congress. So JDS is now with the Congress party, and Congress has got a very strong leader, DK Shivakumar, who is the power minister, who was the power minister Siddaramaiah government, who was also the campaign committee chairman. DK Shivakumar is now guarding all his Congress MLAs, and JDS MLAs are being guarded by Kumaraswamy himself. And I also heard that Kumaraswamy is in touch with some BJP MLAs from Belgaum and also Wakkaliga BJP MLAs from Old Mysore region. He is in touch with some 6 BJP MLAs.
Okay.
And Kumaraswamy has also threatened that he can also poach at least half a dozen BJP MLAs. So it will get dirtier.
It is going to get dirtier,
And
so
BJP,
brace yourselves.
anyway, DS Yediyurappa
Milan,
has been given all the power.
Yeah. Okay, and Mr. Yediyurappa, on behalf
No,
of the
because BJP High Command has
trying to
given
manage
full
the
power to BS
situation.
Yediyurappa.
Him the power. Milan, I'll end by asking you, I mean, what to your mind has been the big highlight as far as this this ugly contest that we're seeing play out?
The big highlight is that, you know, for all of the talk about the eradication, the war on black money, tackling corruption and the weight of demonetization, getting rid of the criminalization of politics, we've seen all of those elements on full display in Karnataka. Most notably with the BJP, the return of the Reddy brothers, but also with the Congress and other parties. This is not something that's restricted to any one party, and that a lot of the rhetoric that we've seen in India since November 8, 2016 has been, quite frankly, overheated, not in touch at all with the ground realities and everything we've heard in the past 24 hours about the various inducements being lobbed at JDS MLAs is further testament to that.
Absolutely. It's an unfortunate reality that while we talk about the ease of doing business and getting rid of corruption, we are today talking about offers being made to MLAs to quite literally buy their votes. Well, gentlemen, we will have to leave it there. We're still awaiting a decision from the governor. No word yet from Raj Bhavan has come in on which way he wants to move. Javeer, Zafar Islam, Mr. Bishwadit Bhattacharya, Vikas, DP Satish, Altaf and Milan, appreciate you joining us here on CNBC TV18 on the Political Exchange. Thanks very much for your time. We'll take a break. A lot more coming up. Don't go anywhere.